There's a certain kind of silence that doesn't bring peace. It eats you alive breath by breath, especially when it follows a scream that no one hears. It was Christmas night, 1996. The Ramsey house was aglow with lights, laughter, and presents scattered under the tree. In a frilly white dress, 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey, a child beauty queen, twirled one last time in front of the camera. Her eyes sparkled, full of life, full of innocence. No one knew it would be her last night alive. John and Patsy Ramsey were the embodiment of success. A wealthy businessman and a former pageant queen raising their children in a picturesque Boulder, Colorado mansion. Their son, Burke, was quiet and reserved. JonBenét, on the other hand, was vibrant. Her pageant trophies lined the walls of her pink room. That night, everything was perfect until the morning came. At 5:52 a.m., a frantic call came in. Patsy Ramsey's voice shook. "We have a kidnapping. She's gone. There's a ransom note." The note was long, over 2 pages, demanding $118,000, the exact amount of John Ramsey's Christmas bonus. Signed, Victory, SBTC. Strange. The police arrived, but something was off. There were no signs of forced entry, no fingerprints on the note, and most troubling of all, the family was not separated or interrogated individually. Then, hours later, the horror unfolded. It was John Ramsey who found her, in the basement, behind a locked door. I screamed. I carried her upstairs like a baby. I thought maybe she was still alive. His voice trembled in later interviews, but JonBenét was cold. Her hands were bound. Duct tape covered her mouth. A garrote made from a paintbrush was twisted around her neck. A 6-year-old child, murdered in her own home on Christmas night. The media swarmed. Theories exploded. Some believed an intruder slipped in through the basement window. Others were sure this was a cover-up. Why didn't the family call 911 immediately after reading the note? Why did John go straight to the basement, where her body was found, a place officers hadn't searched? And then there was Burke, only 9 at the time. Rumors began to circulate that he may have accidentally hurt his sister, and that the parents covered it up. The family denied it all. They hired lawyers. They refused to speak without them. The case became cold, but the questions never stopped. In 2008, DNA technology advanced enough to retest JonBenét's clothing. The results were clear. None of the Ramsey family members' DNA matched the trace evidence found on her underwear and leggings. They were officially cleared, but that did not bring peace.